Unc, also known as Mr.Tendernism, has officially been fired from the destination smokehouse he made famous.
Oh, tendernism. That's my tendernism. Tendernism. The possibility is oh my. Just tendernism.
Boy, look here. This is tendernism at its best. I'm careless.
Oh. And now he's finally trying to move on and do his own thing.
Y'all come on down now. I'm the tendernism original. Not nobody else. The original tendernism.
Which is great because in any business, you should benefit from the value that you bring to the table.
It's the same thing that happened with Paula Deen and Dora Charles. Gave Paula Deen all of her recipes, taught her how to cook and everything. Paula Deen ended up writing cookbooks using this woman's recipes. She ended up getting Food Network deals with this woman's recipe. And guess how much this woman made while she was working in Paula Deen's kitchen? $10 an hour.
The black community realized that Unc was only an employee of the business, not an owner.
Mr.Tendernism, Walter, not owner. He's nowhere on the paperwork. I know that for a fact. Nope, he was a brand ambassador that blew up.
And people tried to warn him that he was being taken advantage of by the owner, Nick, who refused to give him any equity in the business. Unc could have set up a grill in the middle of the street and made $1 million. Or he could have went and started his own successful barbecue joint. But instead of doing any of that, he defended Nick. And he basically told people to mind their business. But now that he's finally moving on from Destination Smokehouse, he's looking for support from the same community that he brushed off. And a lot of people have a lot of thoughts about it.
Everybody's business ain't nobody's business. But this is how I put it. And I'm telling you that. It's because it's my business. If whatever, it's Nick's business. I'm letting, okay, we cut this dude a check. He's not taking advantage of me. We're going to be here until the end.
But I'm Jew. Welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
Hey, this is official Mr. Tendernism coming to y'all. You know, I just got off the freeway kind of late at night, but I want to know y'all come on my page. Official Mr. Tendernism, Walter Johnson. Yes, sir. Y'all come on down now. I'm the tendernism original. Not nobody else. The original tendernism. Booyah.
The booyah was crazy. Now, for anybody following this whole saga, this is a completely different tone than what he was saying a month ago when he was defending Nick.
Mr. Tendernism was not an owner. He did not have any type of ownership in the business. And the reason I know this is because he did an interview and he said that he had nothing to do with it.
The recipes, Nick's. Dig what I'm saying? My job here, I just support him because he's my partner and we get out like a fat rat. But when people come in here, they think it's like, oh, Walter is the, no, Nick. Nick is the one who produced all the food here.
It's really sad because that really does give you Steven from Django vibes. Like, Walter isn't even attempting to take any credit for himself. He's giving it all to the white dude, Nick. Which, cool, Nick owns the business 100%, but that business wouldn't be known without Unc at all.
At Destination. Did I think it was gonna go viral? Is he getting down right now? I think he's doing a goddamn magnificent job, excuse my French.
He was saying it was all him, and it made sense.
Unc's video was originally posted on his Instagram, where he got a lot of love and support from everybody. Let's go, Unc. Welcome back home. We've been waiting on you. Welcome home, OG. We're coming. Just say the word. A lot of support. Everybody basically saying wherever he sets up shop, they're going to travel to support him. And the video got reposted on X by Rain Media, which ended up getting 2.5 million views, which is way more than the 11,000 that he got on Instagram. A lot of the comments and discourse talking about the situation itself. Riding with Unc, folks need to boycott that lame-ass restaurant. I don't think anybody is messing with that restaurant anymore anyway. Always good to see a black man separate from his oppressor. Now this brother can start his own business. But even in this comment section, you start to see people call out Unc's behavior when he was defending Nick in the first place. When we tried to warn Unc, he said, leave Massa alone. The Bruce joint is crazy. I'm cool. You play Step and Fetch. Step and Fetch was one of the first big black Hollywood stars. And he made money, but the roles that he played were inherently racist. Very minstrel showish. That should entertain audiences with one recurring shtick, a mumble-mouth diversion to work. This character type reflected the attitudes of white America toward black Americans. Fetch was simultaneously popularizing on-screen, mental deficient, averse to hard labor, and constantly begging for handouts. So think of every negative stereotype that people have against black people. That's what he portrayed. I'm cool, you play Stephen Fetchit, and now you want us to go rock with you until you find another master, huh? Nah, old Southern black men are embarrassing around white men. I've seen it too many times. Fuck all that. Which among a lot of the support that Unc is getting, you see those type of comments everywhere. Kind of calling him out again for ignoring what people were saying about him being taken advantage of, defending Nick, and basically having that Stephen from Django vibe. Like he was up under his master and that's where he wanted to be. And you see a lot more of those comments under this post for whatever reason. Can we please boycott the restaurant and start a GoFundMe, y'all? I'm dead ass serious. We do not stick together for our own kind, but let one of those honkies need anything, they make a GoFundMe and protect their own. The point of the tweet makes sense. It's really about supporting Unc, us putting our dollars behind a hopeful black business owner. But just like that other comment, people felt a way about how Unc dealt with this situation. Everybody actually tried to help this man, but he wanted to stay slaving for the owner and basically said, fuck everybody wanting to see him succeed. Now look, folks tried, and just like the house nigga you are, you went to tap dancing for that white man like everybody else was wrong for disturbing y'all. So folks left you alone. Respectfully, Unc, your people saw something you didn't, and they were only trying to help you. Prayers though, which is all facts, and I think people definitely felt a way about seeing that interview where he sat down with Nick. He even tried to defend Nick in that situation against people that had his best interests.
I think that the reason why so many people are interested in your story is because you do remind people of that uncle, that grandfather, that guy that's down to earth and who's touchable, right? And so when people hear about somebody that they feel a certain connection to, if they remotely think that person might be taken advantage of, they're going to have questions. Historically, black people have gotten the short end of the stick. So
and did again right here.
Walt, you're doing so much to help this brand. Do Walter have ownership or equity in a Destination Smokehouse?
Everybody's business ain't nobody's business. But this is how I put it. And I'm telling you that. It's because it's my business. It's whatever. It's Nick's business. That sharing your business, all of this here, we just have Destination One in the nation. We on one kick. I can't get on sharing personal, how much money or this and that. I'm letting, we cut this dude a chase. He's not taking advantage of me. We're going to be here until the end. So let's get it right. Just you can't find tendernism nowhere. Get it right here. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And the other side do too. So y'all need just come on, let's come together. Because that negativity, I can't be around. I'm telling you, I'm to the end, friend.
That clip right there is what everybody's talking about. Willie D asked him, did he own the business or did he have any equity in the business? He called black people that were trying to support him the other side, said, mind your business, basically. My business ain't y'all's business. That nigga's his friend and takes care of him and is going to be standing with him to the end. So the black people that were calling out Nick and Destination Smokehouse for being predatory and taking advantage of Unc attacked all of them for Nick. So when you see those comments saying he was defending Nick and told us to mind our business, this is what they're talking about. And he did all that talking and still didn't answer the ownership question. He talked all the way around it.
Out of respect to Wall, I know where he's coming from. When we first started doing this, he didn't want to get on camera. He's private, he's old school. To him, getting on any type of camera is crazy. What he's added to the business has been huge and is very visible to a lot of people. But then at the end of the day, it shortchanges so many other people who built this business, including this guy, who when I met him had absolutely zero.
Such a weird thing to say, and this is why everybody thinks Nick was just jealous of Unc and the attention that he was getting, and he wanted the attention for himself as the business owner.
Told y'all, this man wants to be the social media star. He wants to be the star. He wants to be the one that gets all the attention. That's why he's jealous of tendernism. He wants to be the face of the restaurant on social media. He's jealous of the fact that OG's getting all the attention, even though he benefits from it.
Right.
And everything that OG gets goes right back to him because he's the owner of the restaurant. None of that matters to him because he wants to be the star.
I'll say, because I'm going to respect Walt's privacy, Walt is definitely a part of this business. He is not an employee. I would be safe to say that the finances that we have both been able to increase into our bank account since we've been here has been something great for both of us. But talking numbers, talking any of that. I just don't think that's professional.
How hard is it to say if he's an owner or not? Man, we told this nigga. He told us we was stripping though. I don't feel sorry for him, on God. No, when people were trying to warn him, he got on the internet and said, people need to stop. This man gives me everything. Remember, you made your bed, lay in it. Don't cry for help now. When we tried to stand behind him, this man told us to mind our business. Yeah, that was pretty direct when he said that. I'm pretty sure most folks gonna continue doing just that. We literally tried to rally around him the first time. This tweet is from 2024 when he first went viral. Whoever knows him, please get Tendernism trademarked immediately. Didn't, and look what happened. And I think one of the things that's so frustrating for so many people that literally watched this happen, we knew the play. We've seen this happen over and over and over, where something that a black person creates is then stolen and monetized by a white person, and they get rich off of it, while the creator of it, the black person, gets nothing usually.
The reason why this whole Destination Smokehouse Tendernism situation doesn't surprise me is because it's the same thing that happened with Paula Deen and Dora Charles. So Dora Charles worked with Paula Deen for like 22 years, alongside her, not under her, alongside her as a chef in the kitchen. And Paula Deen promised this woman, if I get rich, I'm taking you with me. If I get to the top, we both get to the top. But in exchange, Paula Deen wanted this woman's recipes, and she gave it to her. Gave Paula Deen all of her recipes, taught her how to cook and everything. Paula Deen ended up writing cookbooks using this woman's recipes. She ended up getting Food Network deals with this woman's recipe. And guess how much this woman made while she was working in Paula Deen's kitchen? $10 an hour. $10 an hour. And then she didn't even sue Paula Deen. Paula Deen got sued, but it wasn't by her. It was by somebody else. But it just goes to show that people from that decade, people from that time, they lived differently. They don't question like superiority, especially when it comes to somebody who was white. And Tendernism, Unc, aka, he's not the person to question it. Like, I bet you right now he doesn't see anything wrong with the situation.
I really think that's the most frustrating part for most people, again, watching this. I hope Unc gets all the support in the world, because it would be great to see him be successful, especially after he went through all of this. But for the people that feel away, or not even feel away, just aren't gonna support him moving forward, you can understand why it was frustrating to try to help somebody that didn't want to be helped, and not only didn't want to be helped, but defended the person that was ripping him off and telling us to mind our business. And for some reason, even though Unc is doing this relaunch and rebrand, he still has Nick and Destination Smokehouse on his page.
Yeah, idea, man. We're gonna try. I said, let's go to Home Depot and get one of them little grill. We don't need the kitchen. We just need the little grill. And that's how it began.
And we did 10 slabs of ribs. He cooked them his way, direct heat. He did, I don't know how many pounds, but a lot of half chickens, and we sold out of both in about like a 4-hour window. And to us, that was a lot. We were really like happy.
Yeah, Unc needs to get that off his page, but I do want to see what he's promoting, because it says booking. So Unc has his own website, which is good. He's promoting himself as a brand, which is what he should have been to start with. Yeah, he's just promoting himself. And apparently there's a rapper by the name of Cartel Bo that is supposed to be helping Unc out. I don't know if he's helping him get his own restaurant or set up as a business or what, but he is supposed to be helping Unc out.
Them people did my boy wrong, man. They did our favorite uncle wrong as hell, bruh. But we not worried about none of that, man, because we already bought the building. We got it down here. We got the barbecue truck down here. So it's connected. However you want to do it. If you want to travel or he want to work straight out his restaurant, he can do it. You know, we've been on the phone. It's really happening, man. Them people did my man's wrong, bro. They exploited him. They exploited our uncle, man. They exploited him, man. They used him, man. These people use Unc to the fullest of what they can get out of him. And the second he stepped away, because he was doing it out the heart, off the loyalty, they trademarked the word tendernism, fired him, and told him if he can't use it no more, we gonna sue him. So we breaking all that. That's dead. We done already trademarked another way to say tenderism. He good. We give him his own restaurant. He ain't gotta pay for nothing. We coming out of pocket for everything. All we ask y'all to do is, man, bless Unc game, man. Go send a couple dollars to Unc, man. Y'all already know what time it is. Let's get Unc going.
He's definitely been locked in with Unc. He's been sharing clips of videos of him FaceTiming, I guess showing the location. Hopefully he does, and he gets his own restaurant in Houston, Texas. That would be big for Unc. And Houston is definitely a location that will pop out and support Unc 100%. This has just been a crazy situation from jump. Unc going as viral as he did, and then the business owner Nick. And then the business owner Nick, instead of being happy and proud for Unc to have something of his own, got jealous of him, wanted to steal the spotlight, the slogan, the name, and basically kick Unc to the curb when he couldn't be of use anymore. more. But without the black community support, who are only there to support Unc, nobody's going to be going to Destination Smokehouse at all. And hopefully whatever endeavor Unc ends up taking on, he gets good people around him, good business managers, people that he can trust, and they are really able to build a business and run it up. But really, this situation is a reminder for all of us to be wise with how we move with business partners, make sure we're not exploited as people, that our intellectual property, and that our intellectual property is never stolen, as it has been from black people throughout history. But shout out to my channel members. Thank you so much for supporting, and thanks for watching. Y'all let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Also, make sure you check out the next video, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram for behind the scenes and life stuff, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.